You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
This might be too long, really. If they hadn't been so successful in football, what career would they have taken?
Yeah, unfortunately, I underachieved. That's what I always say when I play football. I only played a few games for Stoke, but that turned out to be a blessing because I joined the police force. And 30 years later, here I am, Secretary of Scoba. What more can you want?
We're very lucky to have him. It cost him a fortune to get him in, didn't it, John?
He learned to write in the police force, is that right? I think I possibly would have joined the police force because I wanted a cushy life. I mean, all my brothers and sisters worked for Stone Lotus in the shoe industry, so I was actually working there when I joined Stone. I had 12 months as a plumber, apprentice plumber. Wasn't particularly good, and then I went and became a clicker. I could have been one of the world's greatest clickers. In fact, to be honest, I am possibly the only ever left-handed clicker. I got employed because family were there until they found out I was left-handed, and it was a right-handed job, so it was obviously an extremely sensible thing to do.
What I did when I finished football, I opened a sports shop in Bonbourne near Wolverhampton. I had the shop for 23 years and I finished it last Christmas. There was good times with the football, the local football teams, getting all the local Sunday sides that worked for me. And every Saturday it was very enjoyable. I worked in the shop from 9 till 1. Saw lots of robes and lots of people who wanted the shirts at the right price, and it was really good. Then at 1 o'clock I went for 5 years to Stafford Rangers, managed Stafford Rangers. They're a very good club, a club close to Stoke, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. Thank you.
I think this is quite simple for myself. If it wasn't a footballer, I would have liked to have become a fireman. Simple.
I had an application form to go for it's like a 3-day course for the Royal Marine Commandos before I joined Torquay, before I went to Torquay on trial, so it would have been that, but while I play football I've also done 2 years of a physiotherapy degree, so that might be something that I'll get involved into.
Thanks, gents. Anybody else want to ask a question?
This applies to all of you. Who is the greatest player of your era individually? Who do you think is the best player? Who you think played at that time of when you played yourselves?
John's best.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for something closer to home. 2 players, Jimmy Greenhoff and Alan Hudson.
If we're talking Stoke City players, I played with the greatest ever world goalkeeper Gordon Banks, so you go there. If you're talking the best player of my era, George Best, I mean as a defender you're aimed at his chest and out.
Is that one of your feet?
I was lucky enough to play with Alan Hudson the second time he came to the club. For a year, it was tremendous. I was 18 years of age, but he was 32. He was doing things with the ball I dreamt of. He was a remarkable player. So it's Alan Hudson for Stoke, and I was a young boy when I think I was 7 or 8 when George Best made his debut. It was against West Bromwich Albion, at West Bromwich Albion. I was there. Thank you very much.
I think I would have to go with Ronaldo. I think most people would agree that he's maybe the best player in the world at the moment, or he's just behind Lionel Messi. So I think without a shadow of a doubt it would be Ronaldo.
Zinedine Zidane, probably my era, and probably that I've played with Adam Lallana at Southampton at the moment. He's absolutely unbelievable talent. And to train with him is it's a joke at times, so everything else take from it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all those questions. I have the last one. Sorry about that.
Best manager, Mark Hughes or Tony Pulis?
Well, it's too early to judge Mark Hughes at Stoke City. We've got to give him a year or two at least before we can compare him with Tony. But as everybody knows, it's on public record that, you know, where we are today is down to, you know, mainly down to one man, the manager, that got us there, because his record in 6 years has been phenomenal. So I hope Mark can continue that, and then in a couple of years we'll be able to compare them.
Yeah, for me, I wish Tony had stayed, so I think that answers the question.
We don't know yet, but Tony Pulis is up there with Tony Waddington, so when you get to that level, then you're at the top. There's a long way for Mark Hughes to go, and hopefully he achieves and goes above both of those. Then we'll all be happy.
I'm playing on the same age as Mark Hughes, and I think he will be a good manager. I think your fans, you'll be patient with him, and give him the 2 years, at least 2 years, and see what happens from there. I do believe you come to the ground to be entertained, right, and watch it. If you stay up, that'll be a result. Go from there.
I'm not going to actually compare the two managers. I think obviously Tony Pulis, what he done for Stoke City, and where the club has come from and where it is now is, you know, it was a big indication of Tony's hard work, his principles, his morals, and then obviously with the financial backing from the Coates family, and they worked very well together. And Stoke City last season, I think they finished 13th. Is that right? Which is a fantastic achievement. I think if you look at Mark Hughes, I think he's a very good manager. I think at Man City, for me personally, I think he got sacked at the wrong time. I think he put everything, he basically built all the foundations, and then Mancini took over and obviously managed to win the title and do very well with Manchester City. So I think Mark Hughes is an exceptional manager, and I think given time he'll bring a certain brand of football to the club. But I think first and foremost, you don't get carried away. It's about stability, cementing your place in the Premier League, and then hopefully you can play nice, attractive football and win games.
Just echo what Chris said, really. I think given time, Mark Hughes will do very well here when he gets the opportunity to bring all of his own players in and get his own methods and training techniques and that in place here. I hope that the club will push on from where they are now. And obviously I played under Tony, so I hold him in very high regard and high esteem, and I was sort of there for part of the journey, just not the last bit, so that's got a special place in my heart. But like Griff said, I don't think you can compare the two. Hopefully they'll both be as great as each other at the club.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all your questions.